Street by street, neighborhood by neighborhood, pro-government forces are gradually but steadily closing in on remaining districts under the control of rebels in Aleppo city. Significant gains were made on Tuesday. Areas captured were in the east and northeast of the old city, but they have also been trying to push forward to the southeast. Battles are intensifying on many fronts. It's a 20 square kilometer enclave that the rebel forces need to defend. Opposition fighters are besieged, outnumbered and outmatched by the military might of the Syrian government and its allies. Rebel leaders say morale is high. They say this is their city, which gives them the advantage in this urban territory.
The fighters in Aleppo are steadfast and fiercely resisting. They'll fight until their last drop of blood. They made their choice, to die as martyrs or to be victorious. They'll get support from the fighters outside in Idlib province and the Aleppo countryside.
General Nassif acknowledges that the pro-government forces were able to make rapid advances when the offensive began earlier this month. He believes their progress will become more difficult as they enter more built-up areas. But those neighborhoods are full of people inside the war zone, coming under artillery fire and targeted by airstrikes. Concerns for the tens of thousands of civilians trapped in East Aleppo are only growing. Calls for humanitarian corridors that are supervised by neutral parties are falling on deaf ears. The Syrian government and its Russian allies are not ready to discuss a ceasefire, the delivery of aid, or the evacuation of civilians unless all opposition fighters leave. Rebel commanders say the Russian government has closed the door to negotiations. Turkish leaders did try to mediate between the Russians and the opposition during secret talks in Ankara, but they failed. The Kremlin blames the United States for not respecting what it says was a deal involving a rebel pullout from Aleppo.
Russia first said it was ready to accept a ceasefire if al-Nusra leaves Aleppo. Then it demanded all the opposition leaves. Now they want the civilians to leave. All they want is for the people to surrender. The regime always says it's ready to negotiate, but on the ground it does the opposite.
Rebels are talking about counteroffensives, plans to pressure pro-government forces on other fronts across Syria. The rebels also say there are behind-the-scenes contacts to reach a deal that wouldn't involve a surrender. For that to happen, though, they need to hold ground and defend what is left of their enclave. Zeina, Khodr, Al Jazeera, on the Turkey-Syria border.